Loving Michael. Everyone has special needs. Written by Virginia Nolan. Narrated by Elizabeth Castrogiovanni. Chapter 1. Reality. From the moment they met, Tom and Janie loved being together. They felt well suited for each other. They enjoyed taking walks, sharing a bite to eat, watching a movie, and just being close to one another. He loved making her happy. They spent serious time together for a year before the unexpected happened. Janie was pregnant. After her 5th month of pregnancy, Janie gave up her little studio apartment. Once she felt that first kick, fantasy gave way to reality. Having a baby was now real, and the thought of getting married was no longer a page in a fairy tale book. It could happen. A baby? Me? A mother? How will I do this? Tom's bachelor pad was about to be transformed, and Tom was as excited as a kid in a candy shop when Janie consented to move in with him.
Where should I start? What colors would Janie like? How will we arrange the furniture to make it ours? Where will the baby's crib go?
There was so much to do, and only 4 months left to get it done. First, he dusted and vacuumed, cleaned out the refrigerator, and threw out the paper clutter. Making Janie feel comfortable in her new abode was important to him, and this apartment was a great setup for a young couple starting a family. It was close to work and affordable. It had an oversized closet adjacent to the master bedroom, which was the perfect size for a little one. They decided to paint the room a light yellow, and then they bought a small crib and a dresser that had a changing table on top. Excitement was in the air. Now all they needed was the birth of their baby to make life complete. They'd soon have their very own family. And that time soon came. Janie had a good pregnancy, which led to a quick birth. Everything so far had gone according to plan, so the concept of a healthy baby had simply been assumed by them both. However, they would soon find out that their baby had some medical issues that needed to be addressed. At 6 pounds 4 ounces, Janie had been fortunate to have a quick and easy delivery.
Since the baby is jaundice, he will have to stay a few extra days. But you can go home later today, Janie, the doctor said.
Tommy sat patiently in the chair next to Janie, who was sitting up in bed trying to focus on her doctor's words. Seeing the frightful look on her face, he reached out to hold her hand, but she withdrew it immediately and grabbed her cell phone as if it were a lifeline to another world. The message was clear. She wanted no part of Tom. Jaundice? I'm not quite sure what that is, doctor.
Well, there's a yellow discoloration of the skin and the white of the eyes. It's caused by a high blood level of white bilirubin. We're going to treat it with phototherapy.
What's that? Janie asked.
It's a light therapy treatment, whereby we expose an infant's skin to a special blue light, which is quite routine with infants who are jaundiced.
The doctor then informed them that their baby's breathing also needed attention. Easy for him to say, she thought, as she fidgeted with her cell phone, scanning to see if there were any messages. Tommy was anxious to walk down the hall to the nursery to see their little miracle of life, but instead he sat quietly, trying to get a grip on what was happening.
A pediatric cardiologist will be examining him shortly.
Pediatric cardiologist? Get me out of here. I can't breathe. Janie heard the words, but didn't quite understand the medical jargon. Her thoughts were spinning like a windmill. She only grasped bits and pieces as if she were a cartoon character with a bad connection. Wah, wah, wah.